Yes. Have you all done your homework where you grabbed a piece of paper and wrote your name, and next to it, do you want to work for a boss or for yourself? So do you want to be a boss or work for a boss? Has everyone done that?
Yeah.
All right, very good. I'm just trying to make my screen a little bit bigger, my Zoom screen. Are you all able to maybe turn on the camera and then show it like how I'm doing? What I would like to do, I will tell you this, I would like to take a photo, also put it on LinkedIn, and I would also all recommend you to add me on LinkedIn so that we all are also connected and have a bit of outreach here. And yeah, so I would like to, if you do this, if you don't want to be on the camera because of privacy reasons, you can hold it in front of your head. And I would still take a photo of this screen where we are all kind of seeing each other. Yes, there you are. I'm still missing Angela, Nelly, Shanina, Martina.
I had typed mine. I was gonna post it in the chart, so now I have to write it out. So give me a second.
It's okay. I can't see your names, but it's okay. I think you can see mine, right? Yeah. Maybe I didn't explain the practice well.
The letters are really small, so I'm trying to make mine bigger.
Okay, good.
Annalise, could you explain again, please?
What I said yesterday is, as your homework, write your name on a piece of paper and write then next to it if you want to be a boss or not, and why. But we will relate to that a bit later. But yeah, so the exercise was write your name in the middle and say if you want to be a boss yourself or work for a boss.
And now, so what do we do now?
You turn on your camera and show it.
Okay.
Yes. All right, guys, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Put up your papers. Yes. All right. Thank you. Then we will just briefly go through it because I would really like to know from you why you are a boss or not. Lofty, can we start with you? I saw a big yes in your camera.
Yeah, I want to be a boss because I feel like if I'm not, a sector of children will not be helped. And it's very important for me to take that leadership role to make sure that kids with intellectual disabilities and Down syndrome in Liberia are cared for, or at least giving a platform. So it's important for me to be a boss to make sure that
To make that happen. Yeah.
that happens. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Great. Thank you. Martina?
I want to be a boss so that I create change for effective deliverance and personal time management.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And why is your personal time management?
Because it's really necessary. Okay, I'm not really good at it right now, but with good personal time management, I'm able to do all these, to effectively deliver, to make a change, to develop my skills in design, photography. Yes.
Yeah. So you have to be very efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And that also relates to what Dr. Ricky said yesterday, and outsource the things that, you know, and I really like that also that example of when you earn a certain amount per hour, don't wash your car or change the tires in that time. Yeah, that's also very time efficient. Okay, thank you, Martina. That's great. Angela?
I definitely want to be a boss. I believe that you achieve so much more being a boss than being a follower. And not to say followers don't achieve anything, you do, but it's just what I'm saying is your range of achievement and accomplishment is so much more when you're a boss than when you are a follower. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. So you really have the idea that you're making, you know, the steps then instead of waiting for someone else and then then you walk behind them.
Right, right. You are much more
Yeah.
impactful as a leader, as somebody making the decisions,
Yeah.
than being consulted for a decision.
Yeah, exactly. Well said. Yeah, great. Dr. Ricky, I'm wondering what you will answer, but
I mean, I never liked the word boss.
no, me neither, but I did it on purpose.
So
I like it.
I'm more a partner to the people that I work with. Even though I signed that check, I'm still a partner. They're a partner of mine. I don't tell people what to do. I delegate authority to get things done. I think when you maintain that mindset of you work for me, you do what I tell you, you create a lot of friction and problems. Whereas if you change, and we'll talk about mindset when I speak, but I sign your check, but we work together. Both of them will get the work done, but it's just the attitude of the person who's doing the work when they hear it that way. So the whole additive of not what you say, but how you say it, that kicks into boss or work for someone else. But for just keeping it literal for the exercise, then yeah, I'm boss because I own the company. But,
Yeah.
but we work together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good. Thank you.
And just a little interruption. I mean, it's, if you don't mind,
Mhm.
I was just going to commend Dr. Ricky, you know, because one of the things I was thinking about was I just wanted to find out whether we are meaning boss here in the same context as a leader.
Yeah.
But I like the way, you know, analyze the way you said it, perhaps for the sake of context in terms of what we are doing. Because a lot of people confuse the word of boss and leadership, which technically are not the same things.
No.
So you know, I was hoping that perhaps within the context of what we are doing, we would explain that the connotation of boss as it differs from leadership would have to put in context. So if you can perhaps speak a little bit to that as well as we go along, that'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because indeed it was a bit of a, you know, to trickle some things. Because of course, boss has also, you know, like maybe a more negative way from, you know, a boss is from like someone that might be way more instructive. And it's interesting how, especially here in Africa, the word boss is used way more often than it is, for example, in Europe or America. What's really interesting for me when I came here at first, but especially like related, of course, to the personal leadership, because I think, you know, if you're the leader of a company, you are the boss or the managing director, but you're still also very much in charge on how you respond to things, and that is the thing that only you can actually, you know, change or learn, or we've been talking about situational leadership. Exactly. And yeah, but I think it's meant like for, okay, do I want to be a leader or do I want to work for a boss? And that's why I use it here in this this relation. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. I think Shanina.
Thank you, Anneli.
Yes.
I would love to be a boss, and I want to be a boss. The reason is, one, to create, to make sure that my vision comes to life, and also creates generational business or wealth. So that's the reason as to why I would love to be a boss.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That's great. Thank you for sharing. Nelly?
Yes, I also would want to be a boss. Let me call it a boss because it's what we're using.
Mhm.
And and it's because I want to give myself a chance and an opportunity to work on what I believe in.
I really like that. Giving yourself the chance and the opportunity to work on you believe in. Yeah, I think that's great. That's really. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Joelle? Joelle, are you still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Annelies?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Can you answer the question? Do you want to be a boss or work for a boss?
I would definitely want to be a leader, not necessarily a boss, because hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, yeah, we're listening. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I said I would prefer to be a leader, not a boss, because it will be in my own interest to have influence on the team, and also avoid the effects of micromanagement, because I've seen what it can do. Yeah, and most people end up being demoralized in the process.
Very good. Thank you. I see Bernard has joined us.
Yes, thank you very much, Annalise. I have been experiencing some technical glitch, but I've the conversation around a person being a boss and then being a leader. I think leadership is not necessarily being in front or being on top.
Went away, but I think you can all hear me now again. Thank you for joining us, Bernard, and thank you for sharing. Okay, I'm just gonna round up. I will need another, I think, 5 minutes. We will go back to my PowerPoint if that is possible. Yes.